What is Tantric sex? You probably heard about Tantra or might even be tried it, but still not quite sure what is Tantric sex and how to get started practicing with your partner or by yourself. Great, you are in the right place to find out more about Tantric sex without the much of woo-woo or sugarcoating. Let's start in the beginning. What comes to mind when you think of Tantra? Sex, intimacy, partnership, energy. Yes, you are right. It's all of that and way beyond that. According to Osho, Tantra is the science of transforming ordinary lovers into soulmates. It's also an ancient Indian practice where the individual throughout breathwork, self-awareness, energy flow are showing up for their own true self. Tantra and Tantric sex are a method of unification, reaching oneness instead of separation. Tantra is a natural way of connecting to God, to the universe, the oneness, depending on your belief system. The word Tantra can be divided into two words, Tan and Tra. Tan in Sanskrit language means weaving. Tra means liberation. It's an inner journey of self-discovery, connectedness, and self-exploration towards knowing who we are and what the world is all about throughout our perception. Tantric sex is a sacred practice. It's a mix of various techniques, clearing energy channels, balancing your chakras, meditation, breathwork, and dealing with upcoming emotions and expanding your consciousness. Some historical background of Tantra. It comes from the Vedic tradition of Hinduism about 6,000 years ago. Out of Hinduism, as it evolved, it became Tantric yoga, which these days spread through the Western world known as Hatha yoga. Tantra can be found in Buddhism also. The Dalai Lama and the Diamond Vein of Buddhism are also teaching a way of Tantric practices. And there is a new wave of Tantra in the Western world, so-called Neo-Tantra, and also another section called Kundalini Tantra Yoga. All this variation of Tantra practices emphasize the same guidelines, the individual being deeply involved, observing, expanding themselves, their energy, and their surroundings, with the intention of feeling and sharing the love. Without much going into more of the yogic, spiritual, and historical path of Tantra, let's summarize what Tantra and Tantric sex are. It's an expansion of energy waves, life force, combined with unity and love. Now you think, what does energy need to do with sex? A lot. Before I started practicing Tantric sex, I thought I know all about sex, but of course, now see that I knew very little and exercised just a quick way of sex. Back then, I was all in my mind. Looking back on it now, I see how much I was limiting myself, being always in your mind and having all sort of questions like, what if I don't have an orgasm? What if he comes earlier and I don't have time for having an orgasm? What if I disappoint him? Where should I touch him to make him come? What sound shall I make to make him come? Why he doesn't make any sound? Doesn't he enjoys it? And the list would go on and on and on in my mind. Even before we could start having sex, I was already so conditioned that even if I had been with the perfect lover, I might have been missed out because I was so up in my head instead of my heart or senses. Today's busy life, it's super hard to switch off. We women have so many tasks and all human. Just do everything. It seems impossible, right? And the man having pressure always to have perform, that's another stress factor. Imagine a couple coming together and imagine the woman perception. I can't switch off and I must make him come. Or the man opinion, I must play and seek pleasure to make her happy or to be loved. Not the most connecting love-making environment mindset, don't you think? Being always so up in my mind made me so disconnected from men. And for the long time I thought it's because they didn't know how to please me. The actual truth about it was I was so disconnected from my feminine side. Sexually, I wasn't able to trust or just let go and surrender the moment of joy, love, and lovemaking with a man. My intention of having sex was only focusing on the end result, having an orgasm no matter what. Kept thinking inside of just being, feeling with my heart until a point when I met a man who helped me heal my past relation wounds and open up completely to surrender first to myself and then to him with the moment of love. Tantra is the magic path to connect deeper within yourself and your partner. Without connection, the whole sexual experience will be very suppressed, needy, damaging, just really a quick fix, and an entirely different experience from what it should be. You will see when you start practicing Tantric sexuality. It's a sacred sexuality. In some extent, all our past and current partners' relationship in life make an imprint in our sexual behaviors. Staying in thinking mode rather than feeling will cause a constant pulling, dragging, taking, worn out effect instead of empowering energy waves and emotional flows between two human beings. I was always more focused on the result, not the journey. And what was my result? I want to have and give orgasm, and I want to do it quickly and a lot. Don't get me wrong, orgasms are great, but when you learn tantric sex, you can experience a whole new level of orgasm, not just second, but 6 different full body type of orgasm, hours of orgasmic waves, ecstatic flow, high love filled, and your whole approach towards sex will change. Ready to embark a tantric journey with me and learn to tantric sex? The best practice is self-practice. As I mentioned earlier, learning to love yourself is vital. To be able to give love to a human being, to another human being. How to experience sexuality within your own body. The way I experience my sexuality and my open the body, soul, heart during tantric sex is orgasmic. Today I can orgasm just as easy as I'm breathing. How to achieve this? You are giving permission to yourself to feel, to be aware. First it comes down to awareness. While you are breathing into your belly, opening your heart, you start to feel an inner surrendering, a peace towards the experience. It does not need to be to surrender to anyone. It's about giving yourself whatever feels right. The best way to explain it, you surrender to love, you surrender to life, you surrender whatever you call to. You surrender yourself. You surrender to the energy that wants to move through you and that will lead you to have an orgasmic experience. It's how it works. It's way easier when you start feeling. You can start practicing tantric sex even when you're solo. The best practice is soul gazing. During this practice, you look deep in your own eyes using a mirror. Best to do this practice when you awake in the morning. Perhaps first try it for a couple of minutes. Grab a mirror, hold it in front of your face, take a deep breath and look deep into your own eyes. Try not to look away. Stay present with your own self and feelings. See what comes up and out from this practice. If you want to take this practice one step further, say to yourself, I love you, and put your own name here. Or, I adore you, put your own name there. See what terms, what feelings comes up for you and what makes you feel good. It's all about feeling and experiencing your present self and building more self-love and consciousness into your daily life. Another easy way of starting to practice Tantra is through breath work. Breathing is the key to presence for doing tantric sex. Start sitting in a comfortable space. Breathe in and let your belly expand. Breathe out, then let your stomach sink back to your spine. Try to fill up your stomach with oxygen as much as possible and keep on focusing the breathing and just feel. Ask your body, how do you feel today? Do you have any stuck emotions in my body? Every life, we intend to breathe very shallow in a daily life. It's opposite to this breathing technique. You will feel a few times when you start breathing like this, you instantly will feel patient, grounded, and you feel that your body starts to become alive. You can place your hand, your left hand, into your heart and inhale and feel your right hand going all the way down from your belly while it's expanding with air. Practicing this breathing, take a couple of deep breaths, hold yourself and breathe in, fill up your belly, and then breathe out. Don't forget, practice makes perfect. Keep doing it daily, these exercises, and you will feel change within, and you will start slowly noticing change around you. If you have a partner and you want to learn tantric sex with a partner, the first suggestion would be to mastering a yab-yam position. Yab-yam, it's a position when a woman sits in her partner's lap, wrapping her legs around the partner's body, hugging the partner's body as close as you can, and it's comfortable. You sit in front of each other and look deeply into each other's eyes. This is the first sense of 5 practice, to see. Look into your partner's eyes. Take a deep breath through your belly and slowly get synchronized with your partner's breathing. Keep breathing together and let the emotions flow. Let go whatever comes up whatever comes up, and experience it all. Even if it's joy, even if it's sorrow, just let it feel. Allow your partner's eyes to gaze deep inside you, opening your souls to one another. And keep hearing each other. Place your chin to one other's shoulder while you hug each other, and just go a little closer, a little more intimate, taking deep inhalation, inhale in and out. This movement does not need to be synchronized. Keep listening, hearing the other one's breathing. Allow yourself to become involved in your partner's breathing. Note their signs and feel their emotions. And you can smell them. Go ahead and start feeling your partner's body sense, taking it all in like it would be the best scene in the room. You feel the sweat, you feel the excitement, you feel the arousal, to make all of the scent to smell. And you can touch each other. Keep stroking your partner's body. Circle their body with circular motion with your hand, feeling the texture of their hair, neck, shoulder, hips, buttocks, muscles, and just feeling their overall being. Try to get completely lost in the moment and the joy of exploring, touching, and being touched. Not thinking at all, just focusing on feeling your partner's beautiful body. Keep stroking, touching them in circular motions. Taste. Press your lips to your partner's lip and feel them as it would be the first time. Playful, passionate, and curious. Feel their lower lips. Bite them, pull them, push your tongue through, and lick them. Make some circular motions outside. Gently bit their lips. Explore all of their lips and the mouth. If you like to taste somewhere else too, then this is the time to go for it. You can start every lovemaking with sitting in Yibyam position and doing the 5 sense tantric sex exploration as long as you wish to. This exercise will guarantee to fire up both of your sexual energies and bring you into the mood of more hot sex tantra. Great start for beginners to open up, learn and let go your own and partner's body shame and become more sexual. Experience connectedness and love in a such deeper level. If you love this recording, give it some thumbs up, and I'm going to come back with some more on tantric sex and how you can practice more, even if you're single or if you're having a partner. Have an amazing orgasmic day, beautifuls.